Okay, hello everyone. Today is June's edition of my Shop My Stash, which is crazy. Every month that I do this, I'm like, holy shit, my life is rapidly passing before my eyes, but it's okay. Today, I thought I would do a really like bronzy, just summer look. Everyone looks so fucking nice in their like a glowy, minimal, like easy breezy, effortless, beautiful makeup. So I'm gonna do like something similar to that. I don't think I'm gonna be able to like achieve that necessarily like effortlessly beautiful look, but I can have a neutral day every once in a while. So I'm just priming using my Makeup Forever Step 1 whatever mattifying primer. I might also take some of my e.l.f. Putty Primer. I'm just gonna take a little bit. I've been having like mixed thoughts on this recently. I don't know, but I'm just gonna use it today because I don't know. For foundation, I'm gonna use my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation because I recently rediscovered this and I remembered how much I love it. And then I'm gonna mix that with the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion because I've been mixing this with like literally every foundation that I own. Last night we went to, my girlfriend and I, movie theaters are open here now, so we actually went to In the Heights. It was amazing. First of all, we were the only people in the theater, which we were unsure how it was gonna go. We're like, oh, maybe we'll just keep our masks on. Like, we weren't really sure like how it was gonna go, but they were open, so we're like, okay, we'll just see. And we were the only people in the theater, and it was like the best experience. And it was such a good movie. We wanted to see it, like, it was supposed to release like before the pandemic, I think, and we were so hyped about it, and then obviously COVID happened, but it was everything that I ever could have wanted from it. I love Lin-Manuel Miranda so much, and I feel like his music and his compositions just make you feel something stir in your soul. Like, I don't know, but it just was like intense serotonin for like 2 hours. It was amazing. So even if you have the option of like watching it in your home, I don't know if it's on like streaming services in the States or whatever, but I would say if you like musicals, watch it. But even if you don't like musicals, fucking watch it. It's so good. Oh, and an update that I'm sure everyone will be super happy about. I know we've all been waiting for this moment, but our air conditioning is finally fixed. Okay, I'm no longer living in sweltering heat. It's amazing. You truly don't know what you got till it's gone, and I give thanks every day for that sweet, sweet air conditioning. Okay, so now I'm gonna do brows, but I'm just gonna do those off camera, and then we'll come back together and do our eyeshadow. Okay, so eyebrows are on. Now, today I thought I would use the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill OG palette because it just has kind of like everything I need, and I truly haven't used this in a hot second, so we're just gonna go for it today, you know? And it has like one of my favorite bronze eyeshadows ever. So here we are. I haven't actually wiped off any of my brushes yet, so let me just do that. So I'm gonna start off with this mustardy shade because obviously I am, and just use this as a little transition shade. We'll see how this works. I don't know how, these eyeshadows are old, so we'll see if they hold up. I think they probably will. I actually don't really have much else to update on, to be honest. I'm supposed to be graduating soon, which is really scary. I've written a lot of like almost all of my thesis first drafts are done. I haven't done my edits yet, but like we're coming up on like 2.5 months before I'm like probably gonna be finished. And if anyone has any tips on living life outside of school and or finding jobs, I would love some tips because I'm staring in the face of unemployment, okay? It's like coming for me. And not looking forward to it, so. And I primed my eyes with my NARS Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base, and I set my lids, like I typically do. Now I'm gonna take this shade right in the middle here. It's like a yellow toned brown. I don't have the shade names or anything, so we're just gonna have to roll with it. But I'm just going to take this through my crease, as you probably could have guessed. How have you guys been doing? We are able to book or to like bump up our second vaccine appointment, I think on Wednesday this week, which is really exciting. Originally it was booked for September, but we can bump it up I think to maybe in July sometime, which is great. We've been doing really good case-wise, so it's just like mentally a little bit nicer as well, just to like go outside and feel less afraid of the world. So that's good, but I know it's definitely not the case everywhere in terms of case numbers and stuff about COVID. But it has been so nice to just like be able to go and do stuff again. We've been spending our literal life savings away on patios, but that's okay. You gotta enjoy life somehow, you know. Drinking too much, but it's fine. I didn't realize how much I missed like getting ready to go somewhere, because for so long, well I guess, oops, I just dropped that brush, for like a year, just been like, the only reason I've really been doing anything in terms of like putting on a shirt and or jewelry and or makeup is just for like filming. So it feels good to like do my makeup for something, get ready for something, get excited about doing an activity, even if it's just sitting on a patio, drinking some beer and eating some food, which is honestly like probably my favorite pastime. So all right, we're looking really warm and summery. So I'm just gonna blend these shades out with a clean brush. And now I'm gonna take this really dark brown at the bottom here. It's more neutral. And I'm just gonna deepen things up with this. Speaking of Jaclyn Hill, not that we're really speaking of Jaclyn Hill, but I never really expected and or anticipated that I would buy from her. Not that I have, to be clear, but her new blush collection, holy shit, I want that so bad. Oh my god. It's like, I watched her video of her like swatching and revealing the palettes and the products, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Now I have to buy something from Jaclyn Hill. Not that I will necessarily, but that's a fucking nice blush palette. Both of those blush palettes. I feel like I don't have any like strong feelings about Jaclyn Hill. I don't like think she's the worst person in the world, but I wasn't like, not necessarily an avid like Jaclyn Hill stan, you know? I kind of just watch her from afar and see what she does. Although I have bought all of her collaborations with Morphe, so that's that on that. But I will say I do watch a lot of her videos because I was watching tutorials and they said this as well, that like as soon as she posts a video, it's like, you gotta watch it. I don't know what it is. That bitch can sell a product. Like, she mentions one thing one time on like her Instagram stories and I'm like, oh, I guess I'll be buying this now. it's a real fucking talent. Like, that's insane. But her blushes look fucking nice. Alright, so that was quite a slapdash application of the shade. What if I wasn't filming? Oh my god, I always have those moments in the middle of filming and I am just like, if I wasn't filming, that would suck. I mean, that's all you can really do, but I'm just going to blend this out with the brush that I used the second shade on. Okay. I'm gonna take this bronze shade right here. There was a season of my life where I used to wear this shade like every day. I'm gonna give that a little spray and I'm just gonna put this all over my lid. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. Recently I've been watching so much Audra at home. They're so good. If you haven't been following them, follow them. I just love them so much. I feel like, I was gonna say we're kindred spirits, probably not because they are cooler than me, but just in terms of how they love horror stuff, they're like the things that they do. Like they posted a haul and they were like, this is my dragon hoard. And I was like, I've never felt more like in touch with someone in my life. They were just like, I'm just gonna show you the makeup that I've been hoarding that's sparkly and beautiful, just because that's the kind of content that I know you all want to see. And I was like, yes, it is. And then they recently they're doing like a makeup, kind of like a makeup inventory, but basically it's just like, let me show you all the makeup I have. And I was like, yes. So I've been thinking I might do something like that inspired by them. So let me know if you'd be interested in like, not necessarily an inventory, because I'm definitely not a person that's like, let me keep track of all the things that I have and like keep track of numbers and trying to like finish things up or whatever. But if you'd be interested in just me kind of like going through my collection, let me know. I was thinking about doing like an updated eyeshadow palette collection. So just let me know if you'd be interested in that kind of content. But yeah, also if you're not following Audra at Home, go follow them because they're amazing. I will link their channel either in the cards or down in the description box. I'm shocked at how well these shadows are still applying. Like, these are fucking old. This palette is from like the OG launch of this palette, or the OG launch of this palette, whatever, you know. The OG launch. And they're performing the same as how they did before. Now I'm just taking the dark brown and blending that bronze shade out with it. This is not the most precise application that I've ever done, but I think it's just a bronzy smoky eye, so I think it'll be probably okay. And then I'm gonna take that mid-tone brown that I used and just go back over that as well. And then I'm gonna use that mid-tone brown to merge the shades onto my lid together. Probably was an unnecessary step. And then I'm gonna take that dark brown and deepen my outer corner. Okay, and so last, not quite last, but almost last, I'm gonna go back in that mustard shade and run this all along the edge to bring that like yellowy tone back. And now I'm gonna take that bronze on my finger and just intensify that shade on my lid. This is just like the bronze shade, you know? Like, this is the first shade that came to mind when I thought of bronze in my collection. And I actually realized I don't have that many neutral eyeshadow palettes. I have a lot of color, but true, like just neutrally palettes, I actually realized I don't have an abundance of them relative to my colorful palette collection. Not relative to a typical human being's eyeshadow palette collection. Okay, yeah, I just gotta. I was gonna take something else, but I can't stop using my Cliona shadows, so I'm gonna take the shade Foiling from Cliona. It's so beautiful. It's like, let me see if I could show you. I've talked about this before. If you want to see me use all my Cliona shades in one video, I have a video using all of them, the ones that I own. So again, I'll either link that in the cards or down below when we shamelessly self-promote. But this is like green, pinky, bronzy, gold deliciousness. I don't know if you can see that at all, and it's so sparkly. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that on my finger and just tap that in the center just to bring some texture and sparkle and just everything that Cliona shadows bring. They've kind of ruined me for eyeshadow, I'm not gonna lie, because now like a regular metallic eyeshadow just doesn't quite hit the same way. Now I'm gonna take this shade right here. It's just like a light champagne-y satin eyeshadow, and I'm just going to use this to highlight my brow bone. So now I'm going to conceal. I'm going to use the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This is the matte one. I have the shade Fair Rose. I don't think I've talked about this yet. I recently bought this because I finished up a concealer. I know that e.l.f. has been acting insufferable recently, and I don't quite know what to do about it because I like to recommend and use things that are affordable as best I can, and e.l.f. just has so many affordable options for so many things, and I feel like they're accessible to a lot of people, and I don't know. Let me know how you guys feel about e.l.f. I'm really just like, I don't quite know what to do about it. They might be a brand that I just buy from occasionally because they are affordable, but maybe not tag them and stuff. I don't know. It just seems like every time you go online, some brand has done something shitty, and I don't really know quite the appropriate way to like rank all the shitty things a brand has done, or all the shitty things that brands do against each other. And I do actually like this concealer. It reminds me a lot of the L'Oreal one that I used up. It's really like, it's matte, it's high coverage, it lasts really well. I actually do like it. It maybe looks a little bit light now for me, but well. Okay, so I'm just gonna do like powder and stuff off camera. It's not interesting, I feel like, and then we'll be back to finish up the rest of my face. Powder is on. If you're curious, everything that I use will be in the description box. And I'm just gonna finish up my lower lash line. So I'm just gonna basically do the same thing that I did on my top eyelid. Just gonna use this mid-toned brown, run this all along my lash line, my lower lash line. I'm gonna take the darker brown and just use that to deepen up my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take the mustard shade. I don't know, yeah, this is mustard. It's like a bright mustard. Or like a canary yellow kind of deal. No, canary yellow would be like bright yellow. Oh fuck, I don't know colors, obviously. I'm just gonna use the shade that I used on my brow bone. Okay, let's work on my face now. Is this far enough away? I feel like it is. We're gonna do a little contour using my Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder in medium, as always. If you want a contour powder, unfortunately, I guess if you're only light skinned, which is unfortunate, Kevyn Aucoin doesn't have the most diverse shade range, but I'm almost done this. This will last you for your whole life. So also today I might dig out this bronzer I haven't used in a while. This is the NYX California Beamin bronzer. I have the shade Free Spirit. It's a little dark for me and it's really shimmery, but I feel like that might be perfect for what we're trying to go for today. I always feel like this side of my face just like doesn't hold bronzer. It always goes on really weird. This side, beautiful. This side is just like patchy and not great, probably because I have a ton of acne there, but it's so annoying. Now I'm gonna spray my face using the Maybelline Glass Spray. And then for highlighter, I'm gonna use the Milk Makeup Flex Highlighter in the shade Lit. This is just on the deep side for me. I don't know why I always cross my hand over. This is the side. This is a little bit on the deep side for me. I can get away with it, but it's on the border. So I think also it will be appropriate for a summertime bronzy look. Yeah, not the best for my Cupid's bow, but oh well. Blush. You know what? I'm also gonna pull out another, as is the theme of the video, product that I haven't used in a while. This is the NARS cheek palette, exposed cheek palette. I used to love this, but I haven't used it in a really long time. I'm gonna take a mixture, I think, of these two shades. They're more bronzy. What are they even called? Does it matter? I don't know. The shades Now or Never. Oh my god. Yeah, the shades Now or Never and Give It Away. But I find I do have to take a brush that has like, it's more pokey, like a scratchy brush, just because these blushes are like baked. So sometimes it can be more difficult to pick them up. So I find that like a scratchy brush, it does that better. Then I'm going to take a little bit of that just in the middle of my forehead. I've been kind of liking to do that recently. And then, I don't know, also this side of my face is just fucked, honestly. It always looks weird. And then I'm just going to go and take that on my nose and on the sides of my nose as well. Take my little freckle product, which is the Kimchi Chic Beauty Candy Girl Freckle, and just dot this all over my face. Okay, and this is the finished look. I just put some black in my outer corner. I just used the black that's in this palette, and then on my lips, I used the L'Oreal Color Riche Matte Lip Liner in 114 Matte & Call, an old fave. I also used the Propa Beauty lipstick in Finesse. It's like a yellowy toned brown, which I love. And then I put the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow over it because it felt right to have a glossy lip with this look. And my hair is obviously voluminous. But whatever. And I just put like a bronze in my waterline. This is the ColourPop liner in Overboard. Yeah, I'm happy with it. It's kind of what I wanted. I wanted to, as much as I love my colorful looks, I wanted to have something a little bit more typical, I guess. Like, just wanted to do like bronzy. I look sweaty and sunburnt, and that's kind of exactly what I wanted. You know, sometimes it's fun to just do like a summer appropriate bronzy look, you know? Let me know what you've been wearing recently. Have you been wearing a lot of bronzes, or have you been going like really bright summer, you know? I've been doing a lot of smoky eyes, so ever the appropriate, season appropriate makeup wearer I am. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like me to do, because I've really been on the like filming train recently. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye!